People. Que pasa, sakpa, say what they do. Welcome to Crime Time News, where the difference is in the meds. Now, people, we know that trial, one-done trial that is taking place in the court presently. They're on break right now. It started with 60 defendants, dwindled down to 30-something. Now there are 20-something defendants. However, we know that a couple of them were out on bail or release, bust the case. However, they did not end up so fortunate. However, the latest character, he is 29-year-old Andre Smith, to be specific. It is said that Mr. Smith was out on condition of bail. However, people, we never really heard about Mr. Smith before. We heard about a couple of them that just bust the case the other day. Now, people, Mr. Smith was accused of being a gang member. Mr. Smith was accused of having at least 2 takeaways on his head. So, people, we have to ask the question, how is it that Mr. Smith was out on bail? However, here are the details. It is said that yesterday morning, Mr. Smith was traveling along Hagley Park Road. Some man pan a yang roll up beside him, blaze him up. Him crashed the car in some sort of embankment. He was rushed to the place of recovery. However, people, too late was the call. Now, people, like I said, what is the criteria? What do you have to do for you to not qualify for any sorts of bail? Mr. Smith has 2 head accusation on his shoulder. Mr. Smith is said to be a member of a notorious gang, One Dan. Mr. Smith is said to be an extortionist. However, Mr. Smith was granted bail by people that we consider to be as wise as a judge. So, people, this speaks volume about a couple of things. Our justice system, which knows that Jamaica is ranked top 3, top 5 most dangerous place on the earth. However, these judges, for some reason, make boneheaded decision. These judges seems as if they are influenced by a lot of these lawyers, so therefore anything can go. Now, people, when we hear a situation like this, by a process of elimination, we have to ask the question, who could have been responsible for Mr. Smith losing his life? And we've heard rumors about this Popo DEATH squad that, listen, they've come to the realization that, listen, whenever these gangsters get locked up due to some sort of technicality, whether obia, whether some body club, they seems to always avoid being locked up permanently in a place where they belong, the penal institution. However, people, truth be told, that is the least likely reason for them to lose their life. Option number 2. Could it be their opposition, meaning their rivals, meaning other gang members? A very likely scenario, because the truth and the fact is that if you're out and about, you're one of the most notorious gangs out there, chances are you stepped on a couple of toes. Chances are somebody wants to do some sort of reprisal against you. Chances are whenever they get the opportunity, especially when them know that the rest of your cronies and the top people them lock up, they are going to say this is the opportune time, because yes, he has less backative. Yes, the chances or possibility of any sort of retaliation is going to be reduced significantly. So that is option 2, very likely option. Option 3, your own frenemies. Because, people, let's face it, we've seen that a couple of them bust the case because of some sort of prosecutorial mishap technicality. Witness is not so credible. However, when we hear that there was one that is out there and we not see it in the news, the only time that we are hearing about it is when him get taken out by somebody unidentified assailants. So we have to ask the question, and people, we know that these criminal elements in Jamaica, they are not the sharpest tools in the shed. We know that they make very irrational decisions. We know that they are bad mind. So therefore, they might be wondering to themselves, what did this youth do to qualify for condition of bail? We have all sorts of hit on our head. We are extortionists. We are gangster. We are charged with all sorts of tool-related offenses. So therefore, how we not qualify? What makes this person so special? He must be special ed. Why is he getting special treatment from the DPP, the prosecutor, the investigator? Could it possibly be that he is talking to the people? Could it possibly be that sooner or later we are going to hear say, you know, say Mr. Andre at state evidence, Mr. Andre at C5 or C whatever, confidential informant? People, me no know. All I know is that, like them always say, you are married to the mob, you are married to the gang until DEATH do we part. And people, it seems as if these criminal elements take it literally. It seems as if the script that is out there is true. If you live by the GUN, surely you are going to DIE by the GUN. And people, we saw that that is exactly what happened. So people, at the end of the day, they say always be very careful what you ask for, because when you get it, because I am sure that this man, when he saw the indictment, 60 people dwindle down to 30, dwindle down to 20 something, him sister, couple of people, he was the fortunate one. He did not get out on any sort of bail condition and any sort of technicality or prosecutorial mishap. So people, he must have said to himself, him lucky. However, people, I have heard stories back in the days when them talk about lucky, them say lucky they are prison. However, people, it seems as if lucky is going to hell in this case. So people, at the end of the day, the moral of the story is this: karma, it has no expiration dates. So therefore, this man was guilty. Guilty by association, guilty by the opposition, guilty by the frenemies. Whichever one took him out, people, we don't know. That is yet to be determined. As a matter of fact, he is gone with the wind. Nobody is going to remember him. It is going to be in the video and videos of others. However, this is going to be less than 9-day talk, maybe about a 9-hour talk, point blank and period. So people, the moral of the story: another one live by the gun, DIE by the gun. Another one bites the dust, point blank and period. Now the next thing that is popping in the news, people, something is definitely wrong with our military team, meaning the POPO, the JCF, Jamaica Constabulary Force, and the JDF, and some of these operations that they are conducting. They are operating as if the lives of residents, especially innocent persons, does not matter. Innocent people are actually losing their life because of erratic, irrational behavior by the JCF and the JDF. Now people, they were conducting an operation in SEAVIEW Gardens. Based on what the POPO are saying, them pull up on a spot, couple youths on the block have a tool, somebody point the tool upon them run down some people start scatter, them bust up all sorts of warning shot. However, they also bust up a couple of can upon some people. People, guess what? There was a young man, they did not give his name, however, his father's name is Mr. Johnson. So therefore, I'm going to call him Little Johnny. Little Johnny used to live in Jamaica. Little Johnny's father filed for him. He took him to Bronx in New York, to be specific. Little Johnny was doing good academically. Little Johnny, 15-year-old, was also a star football player. Little Johnny missed his mother, so therefore he decided that, listen, I want to go back to Jamaica, go visit my mother. Because, you know, kids are attached to their mother. Even if he's living overseas and get a better opportunity, they have that bond. Little Johnny came back to Jamaica Thursday, early Thursday. Little Johnny went to the store because people, he said he wants some sorts of bag juice. People, I've been experiencing it. If you live at Jamaica, you go overseas, when you come back, you want all the stuff. The simple stuff. The bag juice, the bulla, the sock, well, take back the sock part. The drops, whatever you call it. You miss those stuff. Even though America, you have a whole lot more option. However, certain things that are signature Jamaica are that you want. So therefore, this little youth, go to the shop, go buy bag juice. Him hear all sorts of loud explosion. Him start to run because into people are run like madans. Him start to run too. The poor them say freeze, don't run. Them turn the toll upon him, blaze him up. Him get con in him leg. Him a wonder what go on based on information. The people them say after them con him up, them run over him and point the gun like them want to done him. However, he was lucky. I would not say he was fortunate, because if he was fortunate, he would not have been caught up. However, it could have been worse. So people, you hear, the poor military team, JCF, JDF, claims that somebody points some sorts of tool at them, and then them retaliate, and them say all sorts of people are run. Now people, hear my thing. I understand that these these JDF soldiers, they are like carrying basket. They are given basket to carry water. So therefore, unusual circumstances. However, whenever you're on any sort of operation and you can't up or take what innocent people, it is not good. You should not let your emotion get the better part of you. You are supposed to remain professional. So therefore, don't think or don't guess or assume, because people like them say, when you assume, you make the ass out of you and me. So people, at the end of the day, we say, there's two sides to every story, three sides. The poor claims say, somebody point gun. This youth claims say, he was going to get some bag juice and him hear all sorts of can and him run. Now people, this is the facts. This youth is an academic scholar, academic athlete, sorry. This youth has an opportunity in America where if him follow through, him can make millions of dollars as a professional football player. Why would he come to Jamaica, get entangled in any sort of gang, get entangled in any sort of problem? He was just doing what all little picnic do. Them want bag juice, them want bulla, them want ray, them want tea. However, the family wants answers. They want to know, how is it that this youth leave from America less than 1 day after him reach, him almost lose him life, him get caught up. People, that is a problem that the JCF, JDF, Indicom, the Commissioner of Popo and Andrew Holness has to address, because this is happening way too often. Too many innocent persons are getting conned up. Too many innocent persons are losing their life, point blank and period. Now the next thing that is popping in the news, it is called warning, warning, warning. People, if you're a licensed firepiece holder, if you're a popo, if you're a security guard that use a tool to defend yourself as a part of your work, be very careful, because in this world called Jamaica, crime world, tools are in high demand, the law of supply and demand. So therefore, if you have a tool, These criminal elements are going to see you as a target because them are going to want what you have, and when they want what you have, they will also take your life. Now people, I am speaking about a security guard, 57-year-old Melford Brown. Melford Brown, he works in Morant Bay, which is in St. Thomas. Melford Brown is from Yallas, which is in St. Thomas. Same way. On Monday, Melford Brown went to work as he usually do. Him leave work in the night. While he was going home, the residents said them hear all sorts of pie sound. The neighbor them say, oh, I say Melford come home Monday night. Tuesday morning, Melford Brown was supposed to go to work. However, his co-workers, his boss never see him. So them say, hold on a minute. Them start make a couple of phone calls. Anybody say Melford, nobody no hear nothing. Nobody no see him. Tuesday, him not show up. Tuesday evening, the family members and residents and co-workers went to the power station, make a report. Wednesday morning, bright and early, family members, co-workers and power put out some sort of search and rescue. However, when them search the bushes, I who them see Mr. Melford lay down in the pool of his own BLOOD. They realize that, listen, the firepiece in which he used as part of his trade, that was also gone. The people who might take him also take the toll. Now people, sometimes I see these security guards guarding different establishments, and I said to myself, these people are actually sitting ducks. These people doing their work, honest bread. Their life is on the line because Jamaica has become such a place where people will take you out for your own stuff. People will take you out for nothing at all. And people, what they don't realize is that, listen, when you take out people, there's a domino effect. There's a trickle-down effect. Meaning that if this person is a breadwinner, this person's whole family is going to suffer. Not only emotionally, however, also financially. So people, me just say, youths out there, live good. Stop taking away innocent people for them own things. Point blank and period.